Have you ever bought a lottery ticket hoping to win big money even when you knew the odds were against you? Hi, my name is McKinley Stevens, and in today's video, I'm going to give you the history of the American lottery ticket and explain why lottery tickets are a scam. Stick around until the end, and you can learn how to invest money instead to start building real wealth. First, let's start with the history of the American lottery ticket. Lotteries have existed in America since the 1700s and were first used by colonies to fund roads, schools, and even the American Revolution. By the late 1800s, lotteries were then outlawed due to being labeled as a form of corruption and fraud. But in 1964, lotteries made their comeback when New Hampshire became the first state to legalize a modern government-run lottery. Facing strong opposition to raising taxes, New Hampshire then pitched a state lottery as a way for the state to fund schools, roads, public programs without having to raise taxes. So basically, instead of raising taxes, New Hampshire found a clever way to get people to pay taxes willingly in exchange for a cheap thrill. Other states quickly followed, and today, 45 out of 50 states, including Washington, D.C., now run their own state lotteries. Now let's talk about your odds when playing the lottery. The odds of winning the jackpot are 1 in 292 million. I'm not trying to be a millionaire, you might be saying. I just want enough to pay a bill or two. For those of you aiming to win smaller prizes like winning $4 or $10, the odds are still around 1 in 25 or 4%. So what is the return on investment of a lottery ticket, you might be asking? Well, according to the US Census Bureau, for every $1 spent on a lottery ticket, you typically get back only 50 cents to 60 cents on your dollar. So essentially, every dollar that you spend on the lottery, you are essentially cutting your hard-earned money right in half. So why do people even play the lottery, you might be asking? No one is out there deliberately trying to cut their money in half. That's because every year states spend a whopping $600 million to $800 million to advertise their lotteries. That's 2 times the annual marketing budget for Coca-Cola in the United States, for reference. Lotteries often use powerful taglines like, "Somebody's got to win, why not you?" Although the headline is often about the jackpot, the dirty industry secret is in the small wins. Like the popular Netflix series Squid Game showed us, lotteries are designed to give people a way to play a game to escape their situation instead of investing to build their wealth. Lotteries use small wins to give addicting dopamine hits along the way, making players feel like they're getting close to winning big, but for the majority of folks, you will only get pushed further into poverty by playing the lottery. It's not just about how much lotteries pay to advertise, but where those ads are being shown. Think about the last time that you drove through a predominantly Black or Latino neighborhood. Can you picture the lottery signs in every corner, convenience store, liquor store, or gas station? If so, you are definitely not alone. According to Duke University in 2004, lottery billboards, storefront ads, and Play Now promotions are more often found in zip codes with higher poverty rates and higher Black and Latino populations. That's why there's absolutely no surprise that Black Americans spend about 5 times more on lottery tickets than their white American counterparts. Even worse, Black people are more likely to play daily number games and instant scratch-offs, which have even worse odds when compared to big jackpots. So we talked about how the lottery will effectively cut your money in half. Now let's compare it to a well-known strategy such as investing in the US stock market. If you were to spend $100 a month on lottery tickets for the next 5 years, you will have spent a total of $6,000 purchasing lottery tickets. As we discussed earlier in the video, your return on investment is going to be negative 50%. So your money after 5 years is going to go from $6,000 invested to $3,000 in your pocket, right? Not a great story. Now let's compare if you were to invest that same amount of money into the stock market instead. So let's say you bought a basket of stocks. Again, you invested $6,000. Your return on investment is now a positive 9%. So your money in your pocket after 5 years is going to be $7,473. So you could invest your hard-earned cash into the lottery for 5 years and net out with $3,000, or you can invest that $6,000 into the stock market and you can have $7,473 in your pocket. For those looking to get into stocks, I do have a video coming soon to show you just how easy it is to invest in the stock market. Be on the lookout for a notification coming soon. So in summary, I hope I have convinced you today that the lottery is in fact a scam. It was designed as a way to get poor people to pay extra taxes willingly. So today's simple wealth tip is ditch the lottery. Find a solid way to invest your money instead and stop cutting your hard-earned money in half. All right, that's it for today's video. If you found this content interesting, please like, subscribe, or drop a comment below. Maybe consider sharing this video with someone who you know plays the lottery. Come back soon for more simple wealth tips. Until next time, stay wealthy, my friends. Peace.